Hello, this is James. I finally got my Ultimate Ancient Gear Golem Fusion monster from the Crowler event, and I wanted to hurry up and use it. So, here's a deck dedicated entirely to summoning Ultimate Ancient Gear Golem, and we're using Last Gamble and Final Destiny. And so what we do is we wait until the turn 5. We stall out using Ancient Gearbox. I wish we had more of these. And our drawing cards so that until turn 5, so that we can last gamble, and then we can gamble away our Ancient Gear Golems and our other Ancient Gear monsters. And then hopefully we draw into Cybernetic Fusion support, our Polymerization, and our Final Destiny. This deck actually, it actually did better than I was expecting it to, for a YOLO beat stick deck. About 4 out of 7 in ranked legend rank. And what makes it better than most YOLO beat stick fusion decks is, Ancient Gear Golem. He doesn't. If you can't get the Final Destiny effect off, his trap and spell blocking effect it prevents him from getting killed, at least on the turn that you summon him. But the ideal case is you play your Crystal Seers and your Dark Mimics, and they destroy those guys, and then you draw more cards, and then you're able to, well, last gamble your Ancient Gear monsters into the graveyard, because with Cybernetic Fusion support you can use them regardless, and then hopefully get 4 or 5 or 6, and then Final Destiny away the board, and then summon our Ultimate Ancient Gear Golem with our last 2 cards, and just go for the OTK. Now we have these 2 Karibos, and the reason these guys are here is to prevent the back OTK, right? Because this deck has no endgame other than Ultimate Ancient Gear Golem. Now, between Final Destiny and his own effect, he's pretty safe, but he can get enemy controllered. So to prevent the try to keep a Karibo in your hand, if at all possible. Roll the clips! So our first victim is My Valentine, and she does not smell what the Ancient Gear is cooking. That's what's fun about these YOLO fusion decks. Nobody expects them, especially in Legend rank. She's thinking, oh, a Joey with 1 extra deck? Like, what's going on? It's probably just some weird, dumb deck. And she would be right, except this is a weird, useful deck. Attacks my Crystal Seer. And for last gamble decks, we're going to grab that Final Destiny, because we already have enough Ancient Gear fusion materials. Actually, we could have gotten the Ultimate Golem on turn 1 if we'd wanted. But I wanted to wait and see if we could get the last gamble off. And she started with her Beast Rising, feeling good. I remember waiting for that card in the Hazy Flame Sphinx deck. And here, the Beast Rising is just so good. It makes your monster huge in 1 turn. You just want to use it immediately. And here we could go last gamble, which would require us to preserve the Final Destiny combo, to require us to toss out one of our Ancient Gear monsters, and then we'd have to get the Zane fusion card out of the deck in order to fusion summon the Ultimate Golem. So we don't go for that. We instead just summon the Golem with the cards in hand and set a fake trap and blow up the Rhinoceros. What is her response to this overwhelming rusted monolith? Surrender! There can be no other option. Here we have Mokuba Kaiba. Another victim for the mighty Ancient Gears. And it's weird. Mokuba decks always play dragons. I do not know why. we go ahead and set our draw card. The Dark Mimics, they are card neutral. I think I've said that before. They you play them and they give you back a card and they protect your life points from one attack. And Crystal Seer is going to let us dig down 2. Again, with the cards in hand, we could actually just go for the Ancient Gear Golem, but I want to get the combo off this time. So we see that Final Destiny. The people see the Final Destiny. Again, in Legend rank, this isn't common, so nobody really knows exactly what to expect. But he's probably thinking last gamble at this point. But again, Mokuba decks, they're always playing dragons for some reason. They're always playing like newbie dragon decks. So that and Mokuba's age makes me conflate them with much younger players who perhaps have less experience. And we could stall out with the Ancient Gear box, but we have enough cards, and oh, a 6. So we have enough cards. We don't need to gamble away our Ancient Gears. We could summon the Golem regardless of whether or not we get the fusion, the Zane fusion card. But we draw 6, and it doesn't matter. So we're able to blow up everything with the Final Destiny, and then fusion summon from the grave our ultimate Gear Beast. And the only thing that can save him at this point is some form of Karibo. And especially in the early game, it's not necessarily likely that he has that. And I set that Dark Mimic. I don't know why I do that. And go for victory. 4,400 to the face. And here, I didn't even start recording this because this is a Dino deck. This is a KC Cup quality deck, and I didn't expect it to get this far. But we rolled, I think it was a 5. And we have a whole bunch of cards, and we're about to bring back the Cretaceous era. I think that's when the meteor hit. Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna blow up all those dinosaurs. Goodbye. And then we can fusion summon from the grave with our fusion support. Such a good card. I wasn't able to get 3 of them. I'm upset about that. Banish our monsters from the graveyard. I wonder what that little flipping effect is. Can't exactly tell. And a familiar story now. Yes. Take it, Rex. Take it all. And now, before we get too carried away with our Ancient Gear victory, we must see what happened in the other 3 battles. In all of them, I got Econ taken, and my own ultimate Ancient Gear Beast was turned against me. So we have Arrow Mages, and I'm actually feeling pretty okay because I'm looking at my hand and I have a lot of the cards I need for the combo. But then, and we could actually survive this, but then he plays his second Aroma Garden, and I actually have all my Arrow Mage cards, so I need to make an Arrow Mage deck video. But here we need to expend our safety option, because otherwise that piercing damage would have been 2,400, and then his smaller monsters have more than enough damage to finish off the remaining 1,600 life points. So we have to block the Arrow Mage Bergamot, and now we consider what to do. We could go for it, but again, then we need to dump one of our Ancient Gears, and we wouldn't be able to summon anything if we didn't get the Fusion support card. And since we only have 2, it's not great odds. We go Ancient Gear Golem. We go for the most obvious threat, because if he top decks his 3rd Arrow Mage Garden, he can crash into our Ancient Gear Golem and suicide with the Bergamot, because it's 4,400 versus 4,400. Goes for the Rose Lover, which is immune to my Final Destiny trap card. So here I'm thinking, oh no, oh he has it. Oh, he has the he has his second. He has his second Arrow Mage Garden, or he may be trying to draw into it with the light type Arrow Mage monster's effect. But he doesn't. But he does draw into an enemy controller. And here I'm wishing I had my Karibo. Anyway, thank you for watching.